Hi everybody, and welcome to Photomikes Garage. So today we're going to be working on my 2014 Jeep Wrangler. And what we're putting on today should be a fairly simple installation. And so simple that maybe I shouldn't make this video, but you never know. There could be complications. So let's get started. Okay, this box I just recently received from the postman. Let's see what I got here. Strangely shaped piece of metal. Another strangely shaped piece of metal. Some straight black pieces of metal. And some bolts. What could this be? I don't know. This should be the instructions. Simplicity itself. Simplicity. This is X-Sprite. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are handles that will go inside the Jeep to make it easier to get in the Jeep. And this has a simple installation. You use a short sleeve and a long sleeve with the bolts, long and short bolts, and it even comes with the Allen wrench. And the only tool I'm going to need is a 13mm socket, I believe. So let's get started. We've got a driver's side handle, passenger side handle, and one long spacer and one short spacer for each handle. Long bolts go with the long spacer. Short bolts go with the short spacer. And like I mentioned, it has the Allen key for these nice looking, strong looking bolts. And you're going to need this 13mm socket to get off the original bolts in there. And also, this looks fairly well constructed to me. It's all metal, tubular steel, black painted. Okay, then why would you want to have this extra handle? Well, if you have to get into your Jeep, even a stock Jeep is a bit of a step up. Now I do have these steps, which I do not really use. A lot of Jeeps don't have these. So normally what I do is I grab my steering wheel and I lever myself in like that. It works pretty good most of the time. I shall show you that again. So like I said, I would normally grab the steering wheel and lever myself in. Now that works pretty good, but you can see that you sort of have to jump. Some people may not be able to do that. Another important thing is, as I do that, I hit the side bolster quite hard. And as you can see, it's wrinkled. It's quite wrinkled from that action. And eventually, although this is a very tough leather, I really think the seats on the Rubicon, or actually on the Jeep Wrangler, are really good. These are leather seats, very tough. But it's starting to show some wear, and I would like to avoid that. The way to avoid it would be to sort of hold on to something and then to sort of pull yourself up, move over and down. Now you say, well, okay, I've got these handles. What do I need handles here for? Yeah, these handles are gonna go like so, right? So why do I need these handles when I already have these handles? Well, I put these on quite some time ago, and I find they don't quite work good because you sort of have to pull up, put your arm in, you gotta pull up, and I can't pull up high enough. And also, it gets in the way of my fat head. So as I'm getting in, I'm actually hitting my hand with my head, so I can't really get over there. So I'm hoping that these handles will be sort of a compromise solution. And one more thing, I noticed that when I get out of the Jeep, I simply slide off the seat. And that cannot be good for the seat either. And another thing about using the steering wheel to get yourself in, which is what I've been doing, as I said, is that you're putting a strain on the steering wheel, on the shaft in there. Now, I'm not a very big guy, but if you're a big guy doing this all the time, you're going to put stress on this steering wheel, which it's not really meant for. Anyway, on with the install. Okay, so as you can see, you've got 1, 2 holes, and then up here, can you see? Yes, up here, that's our 13 mil bolt that we're going to take out. We're not going to touch this, and we're just going to take out this bolt. Can you see that? This bolt. We are not going to touch this screw. So let's take that one out. Okay, it's not too hard to do. I can get this loose. The only thing I would suggest here is to make sure that your handle doesn't hit that glass right there. That would be bad. So if you're trying to break these loose the first time, make sure you can control the ratchet so it doesn't hit your window. That would make for a very, very bad day. Just get these out the rest of the way. There we go. Okay, we got one out. And we got the second one out. Now you can tell this is the driver's side. This is the driver's side because the bolts, there's a nice little seat inside for the bolt head, so the bolt head will be inside there, so it will not protrude, both here and for there. Anyway, it's going to go like this, and then mount right into the frame of the Jeep. Okay, so which one should we do first? I think we'll do the short one. So short bolt. It's going to go right through here. Does it fit? Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, it's got a little bit of an angle. Okay. It's going to go right through there into our... It's going to go right through there into our short spacer. There we go. Like that. And I'll get the bolt started. Just like this. There we go. Let's see if I can get it started by hand first. Yes. Okay, before I go too far, I want to see if I can get the other one in. Long bolt. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Let's see. All right, so let's see if we can get everything sort of in place before I start. I want to get everything in place before I start tightening anything down, of course. Just to make sure it's all gonna work. There we go. Now, am I in the hole? It's always kind of hard to tell when you're in the hole. Okay. This one's got started, and this one started by hand. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear from here how everything goes. So what I would do is I would put everything in place, get everything started before you start to tighten these up. You can see there's a short bolt, short spacer, long bolt, long spacer. And you can see how it's sort of going to have an angle like this. And it's going to be out of your vision while you're looking ahead. So that's good. It's right behind the post. It's not going to be in the way of any of your vision, which is one thing I was worried about with these mounted right on the post here. So let's start tightening those. Got my supplied Allen key. That's going right in. No problem. I'm not going to use any Loctite for these. I'll just... Because when you use them, you'll be able to tell if they're getting loose or not. Just tighten them back up if you want. That's going in pretty easy right now. Just do this finger tight for now. And I'll do this one. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, get in there. Okay, they're basically in. I'm just doing the final tightening. Ta-da! It is installed. Looks wonderful. You have a black painted surface here. I don't know how durable that is. You got your rubber wild boar grip, and you're going to have the pleasure of seeing wild boar every time you get into your Jeep. It's going to make you feel strong, important. So how does it work? Put my foot inside, and using upper body strength, I bring myself into the Jeep without sliding directly over the bolster. Okay, and you can see that it doesn't actually obscure your vision forward. There's a slight little intrusion right here, but it's very small. Basically, for whatever you're looking at, you're fine. And of course, also, if you're going over a rough area, this is an additional grab bar that's, I think, more effective than this guy here. Much more effective. And of course, for the passengers, they have their grab bar, and then they're going to have that one up there as well. So it's just going to make you more secure as you're going over a rough trail. Now, let's see how it works getting out. Okay. Now, instead of sliding out, as I showed you before, I'm going to grab this. And well, I do have the side step, so I can use that. But even if I didn't have the side steps, let's see. Grab this, pull up, and out we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. That avoids putting a lot of sliding pressure on the seat. And again, to get inside, just pull up, and we're in. It's definitely better for the seat to have this. Okay, I do admit that most people are not getting these grab bars just to save their seat. But I did want to make this video with the idea that it can help you save your seat. Now, admittedly, you do have to use a little bit of upper body strength to lever yourself in with this. And I think for what most people are going to get this bar for, which is, you know, sort of a grab handle when you're going over rough roads, of course, this is going to be great. And you can't beat the price. You really can't. Okay, so overall, I recommend this purchase. This is an easy install. Anyone can do. Takes 5 minutes. And it'll help save your seat and give you an extra grab bar. And like I said, wild boar. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to install the other side, then I'll be done. A little project to get done in a short time. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time.